Hey guys, I'm Albie. Today I'll give you a little presentation on my second language learning process under the influence of some social theories. Okay, then let's start from the very beginning. I started learning English when I was 6. That time, I was still in kindergarten. My mom had a quite advanced view of language learning, which is the earlier you start, the better outcome you will get. And she always had a sense of crisis, a fear that I will fall behind the others. So, one day, my mom found me a foreign tutor, which means my English learning journey officially began. By now, I almost studied English for 20 years. During this process, 3 social theories left profound influence on me. They are socio-cognitive theory, complex theory, and sociocultural theory. Firstly, the socio-cognitive theory. It states that when people observe a model performing a behavior and the consequences of that behavior, they remember the sequence of events and use this information to guide subsequent behaviors. At my first stage of learning English, I was always curious about the new language, so I observed a lot from the teachers and took them as the behavioral models. Let me take my experience of learning English pronunciation for example. Teachers first pronounce a phrase, and I need to pay full attention on that. Then, learning as an internal process took place in my mind. I try to remember it. Afterwards, I imitated what the teacher said and repeated aloud. If I performed well, the teacher would give me a small paper flower as a reward, or we can say a kind of motivation. The socio-cognitive theory provides a direct and efficient way of learning through observation and imitation, which constructs the very fundamental part of my learning system. It is really helpful for the beginners. The second one, I want to say something on how complex theory affects my second language learning. Due to its dynamic and non-linear nature, we can know that learning system is not fixed, but always changing with a different social network, and also knowledge needs to be retrieved. For instance, when I started learning English, I recited from the textbook, "How are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you?" I think I'm fine is the only correct answer to how are you. But later on when I came to Canada, I learned that how are you is just a different way to say hello. In this way, I reconstructed my grading system. Additionally, the complex theory helps me a lot in grammar learning. I learned different tenses and voices in a non-linear way. With retrieval and association, I got better understanding of different grammar concepts. The complex system of learning gives me a new cognition that language learning can be highly flexible and the procedure of it can be adjusted according to the situation and different personal conditions. Last but not least, I'd like to mention that sociocultural theory proposed by Vygotsky also played an important part throughout my whole English learning journey. Interpersonal interactions like peer guide, group discussion, team presentation, they all promote the improvement of my language learning. What's more, another 2 important terms in sociocultural theory, ZBD and scaffolding, are also of great help. If I cannot have a good reading comprehension of a certain article, I always ask a teacher for help. After giving some tips or some methods, later I can make it myself. These 3 theories all emphasize the importance of social reinforcement in second language acquisition, and indeed, the idea of learning in use and learning for use is widely accepted by the public. And now, since the learner-centered class is greatly recommended, social interactions have been attached to greater significance. From my perspective, the 3 theories will all have a bigger stage in language teaching in the future, and I, myself, will undoubtedly devote myself in applying them in second language teaching. And here is the reference for my multimodal presentation. Thanks for watching.
Created using Powtoon.